He also formed a secret society called Young Italy for the dissemination of his goals. The failure of revolutionary uprisings both in 1831 and 1848 meant that the mantle now fell on Sardinia Piedmont under its ruler Victor Emmanuel II to unify the Italian states through war. Okay, so now it was felt that the failure of revolutionary uprisings in 1831 and 48 meant that the mantle fell. Here mantle fell means all responsibility of bringing about unification was now on the shoulders of Sardinia Piedmont. With the failure of revolutionary uprisings of 1831 and 1848, now it was believed that only Sardinia Piedmont could undertake the task of unification of Italy under the leadership of its king Victor Emmanuel II. In the eyes of the ruling elites of this region, a unified Italy offered them the possibility of economic development and political dominance. Chief Minister Cavour, who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. Another important person in this unification is Count Cavour. As I told you in the beginning only, three people were behind unification of Italy. One was Mazzini, second was Cavour, and third was Garibaldi. Chief Minister Cavour, who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. Like many other wealthy and educated members of the Italian elite, he spoke French much better than he did Italian. Through a tactful diplomatic alliance with France engineered by Cavour, Sardinia Piedmont succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Pay attention. Just now we have read that due to the failure of revolutionary uprisings, the task of unification of Italy was now left on Sardinia Piedmont. So, engineered by Cavour, that means all plans were made by Cavour. Along with Cavour, Sardinia Piedmont was able to defeat Austria in 1859. Apart from regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi joined the fray. I am reading again. Apart from regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi joined the fray. Joined the fray means joined the fight. So who joined? Garibaldi joined whom? Cavour, along with the fight against Austria. Which three powers are joined here against Austria? Sardinia Piedmont, along with Cavour, now joined by Garibaldi. I am reading this part again. Apart from regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi joined the fray, that means the fight. In 1860, they marched into South Italy and the kingdom of the Two Sicilies and succeeded in winning the support of the local peasants in order to drive out the Spanish rulers. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed the King of United Italy. If you remember, in United Germany, who was proclaimed the king? Kaiser William I. Here, after unification of Italy, who was proclaimed the king? Victor Emmanuel II. Again, it can become a very important one-mark question. So, learn these two names by heart. Kaiser William I became the king after unification of Germany, and Victor Emmanuel II became the king after unification of Italy. However, much of the Italian population among whom rates of illiteracy were very high, remained blissfully unaware of liberal nationalist ideology. Much of the Italian population, obviously they were not so much influenced by the nationalist ideology because of one simple reason, that they were so illiterate. Those people who are illiterate, like if you see in your surroundings also, those people who have not the least idea about education, if you talk about patriotism to them, if you talk about nationalism to them, will they understand anything? No. So similar was the case with the Italian population. In large numbers the people were illiterate. Much of the Italian population, among whom rates of illiteracy were very high, remained blissfully unaware of liberal nationalist ideology. The peasant masses who had supported Garibaldi in southern Italy had never heard of Italia and believed that La Talia was Victor Emmanuel's wife. So this is how the process of unification of Italy was completed. With whose help? Firstly, Mazzini started the secret society Young Italy so that he could encourage more people to join this secret society and bring about Italian unification as a successful event. Then Count Cavour, the chief minister, led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, and he with his tact and diplomacy, he along with Sardinia Piedmont were successful in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Then later they were joined by Garibaldi in the fight. They marched into South Italy and the Kingdom of Two Sicilies and succeeded in winning the support of the local peasants in order to drive out the Spanish rulers. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed the ruler of United Italy. Thus, here the process of unification of Italy was completed. Okay, so today we have read about two important things: unification of Italy and unification of Germany. In our next class, we will be doing the remaining headings and then we will complete the chapters. I will give you some question answers also, which you will have to write in your fair copy. That's all for today. Thank you.